Susie like I know Susie. Oh, 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 what a gal. There's none so classy like that fair lassie. Oh, oh, goodness me, what a chassis.
Oh, that's perfect. Afternoon on the broadcast. That's right. We hope you're having a great afternoon, and we'd like to thank my father for doing that little video up front. We got a show for you this weekend. Hey, what's with that guy, huh? Mr. Happy.
Mr. Happy.
I never knew people were that happy.
That guy. Well, let's talk about it. Everyone had one of those in their family. But let's get to meet the people on the show. We have Mike Grief, Dean of the Crown College.
Yes, the president of the Crown College. Doing good.
Crown College.
The Clown College.
Just came back from Florida after seeing his mommy.
Yes.
And the big bad biker.
I think my IQ dropped.
She made him cut his beard, the big tough biker.
That's what I tell.
Mommy rules.
That's what I tell people. Mommy made me cut the beard. The tree, I cut it so that my mask would fit better on a plane, but I don't want to seem like I'm a conformist. So my mother made me cut my beard.
You are one of us. One of us. You are.
And next we have our graphic artist, our mind reader, our good friend, Joe Silky.
Hi, folks. How's it going? Glad to see you all.
It's going good.
Oh, nice.
Joe announcer guy. Hey,
what's with the jazz hands?
The jazz hands. That's the international sign language thing for applauding.
For applause. And then on the bottom we have Craig Mitchell.
Well, you forgot Jan.
You forgot Jan. I always do Jan last.
Okay.
So and then we have Craig Mitchell, our Yoda.
Yes, and I want to do my joke about a guy up front. I didn't know that Phil Rizzuto could sing. Thank you to the three people who got that.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
That was a long way to go for not much.
I got a question.
What?
Okay.
What is your question?
Okay. So
hold on, Joe. Wait, I know your question.
So when John Lennon would go to buy glasses, what would he ask for?
All right, I got one. Lou Gehrig died of Lou Gehrig's disease. What are the odds of that?
Hey.
All right. Well, let's get to some sensible comedy now. We have the
hold on. Let me pull
very
out
funny
sensible comedy.
Shut up! Stop talking over Jay's intro.
They don't want me to bring me on.
We have the very attractive, very funny, the one who holds the show together.
Yes.
You already introduced me.
Who's missing her hair gel.
Yeah,
Jen
I couldn't find it. Hello. Well, these guys are missing their hair gel too, so why can't I join the team? Hi, everyone. We have a great show today.
We do have a great show today.
Yeah.
We have a friend of Jan's.
Yeah.
I haven't met yet, but I can't wait to meet her. I've seen
Roz
her work.
Roz Browne. Okay.
Say it again. I'll knock you down. There you go.
Okay.
It's ruined the surprise, even though it's on the thumbnail and everything on the episode.
So, yeah, but I did just get back from Florida. We were going to talk about that. Or just did you? I wanted to tell you guys. You know, the pandemic's over. Did you hear that? The pandemic's over.
Yeah. It is.
Only in Florida, it's been over for 2 years.
No.
I mean, happened.
I don't know how much you guys are traveling, but I was just, like I said, at an airport and on the plane. And let me tell you, maybe 2% of people were wearing masks. So I had to figure that it's, I don't know what's going on, but everyone seems to think the numbers are going up, but the intelligence level is going down. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, people
we
that say
live in a country of morons.
I must have been one of the last people to get the COVID virus, Ben.
You've always been a little slow, Joe.
I know. Yeah.
No,
I was a trendsetter. I got it before the vaccine, and then I got it after the vaccine and being boosted. So I've got it twice.
And Joe, we're very sorry that it attacked your hair. We
Look at Joe trying to
It's
show
called
off. I
long
had it
COVID.
twice. How many times did
That's
you
right.
have it? I had it
Joe,
twice.
Joe's bragging about how many times he's been sick.
No,
You only had it once. I had it twice.
Hey,
Once
I
That's
had
right.
it
before, once
before-
after.
Before there was a
times.
vaccine. Before
I've
there was a
had
vaccine.
people. I drive rideshare. I have people who get in my car and I go, "Please wear your mask." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm okay. I've had it 3 times." Yeah, now wear a fucking gas mask, okay?
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
3 times? You're not doing something right.
But no,
So
my
much
favorite
is
one
that-
is. Go ahead, Jan. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
no, so much for the one that you get it and then you have the immunity. You build up immunity.
Yeah.
Like, what about that? They say that.
It's
Yeah,
because
they
it
always say
mutates
that, but-
because so many people aren't vaccinated, so it mutates and keeps changing.
Well, you know,
Right.
we've had the regular COVID-19, then we had COVID-19 plus, then we had Omicron 1 and Omicron 2.
And BA2,
Right,
COVID
red
light.
faces, give us a fever, give us whatever.
Omicron.
COVID's light. COVID light.
COVID. Now we're on.
And
yeah,
now
we
have monkey pox.
Monkey pox.
Yeah.
Hey, don't
Wait,
play
I have
my
a
monkey.
video. I have a video.
Be careful, guys. Monkey pox is definitely out there. Take it seriously. Be safe. Wear a mask and get vaccinated.
There you go.
That's what happens when you get it.
Hey, that's my ex-boyfriend.
That's what your face turns into a monkey.
You know,
It
Well, let me ask you.
sounds. It
And
just
what?
sounds
Wait, your
so-
face turns into a monkey?
Yeah. That
I
you
hope
look
I'm
like
making
that
good
guy.
ones.
You look like
so
that guy.
let me ask you, Joe. Though you've had it twice, right? But
Right.
my favorite thing is when you get people, and I don't know if it's you, they've had it 2 or 3 times, but they always say, "I don't know. I was being really careful. I was being real." And it's like, because these are the same people. You see them outside. They're not wearing their mask. It's like.
No,
Were
I
you-
was
Yeah.
I was careful.
Joe
Yeah,
was
I
really careful. He works with some people that aren't so careful.
So, Joe, you were wearing
look-
your mask the whole time?
Yeah.
My-
Yeah,
my-
especially in the beginning. I mean, it was like,
No, but I mean when you got it the second time.
yeah. I
Yeah, but
still
are you
wear
wearing
one.
medical grade masks or are you wearing just cloth masks? Because cloth mask
Yeah.
is pretty useless.
I'm wearing the blue disposable hospital kind of.
You might as
Oh,
well just
that's
pull
not-
your You might as well just pull your T-shirt over. It's like Joe's,
You got to wear
Joe's-
the KN95.
Joe's doing what he
right?
does when somebody in the room
Okay.
farts.
I wear an Iron Man mask and it works pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you feel sorry for the people that had it the first route before there was any vaccines.
When it was really
You know,
serious.
when my aunt was 85, man, and she made it. She was in the hospital
Yeah, that's
for
amazing.
16 days, and she was one of the first survivors on Long Island.
I mean, it's hard to laugh. If you don't laugh, you
Gosh,
cry.
that's amazing.
I have a couple of friends and a family member that died from
Yeah,
that. So
Me too. I
Yeah.
had people that didn't make it. Yeah.
Yeah, the lead
Yeah.
in my daughter's show, and Amy and the Orphan, he was like 60. He died.
wow.
Oh wow.
Bizarre.
You know,
Yeah.
But here's the stupidity. When I was
Here's the
driving
fun
somebody
part.
now in Los Angeles County, it's required that you wear a mask in all forms of transportation. But sometimes I drive down to Orange County, which
Ah.
is So I'm in Orange County, and this guy goes. I have my mask on. I have an M95, and he gets to get in the car, and he opens up the back door. He goes, "Mask or no mask?" I go, "Mask, please." He goes, "Okay." Puts on the mask, sits in my back seat, and it was a 40-minute ride. And for the entire ride, this is what I hear in the back.
Oh my God.
I'm like, why are you even asking me about what do you mean mask? No, just spit
Yeah.
all that on.
I said
Really.
this before, Craig. You should have an IV bag hanging off the hook in the front of your car and just tape it to your arm when the guy gets in the car and go, "You don't mind, I'm a little sick."
Yeah. I think I got a little leprosy. I'm going to share it with you.
Or get a gorilla mask and then bend over when you get up and you go, "You don't mind, I got monkey pox."
Yeah, that's good.
How come monkeys always talk like that? I got monkey pox. Say hello.
Because
Yeah,
of
how do
that-
you know they talk like that?
because
Yeah.
of that video that we had.
There's a
I don't know.
comedian. I have a comedian friend, and well, we all do, right? I had to cover for him because he got COVID again, or not again, but I think it was the first time. And he did get 2 shots and a booster, but he got the booster in November. So he said it hit him really hard.
Wow.
So that was just that he's getting over it now. He's quarantining.
We
And I got his gigs though. All right.
We got the making of Western.
How'd you get him how'd you give him the COVID?
Yeah, I know, right?
Sent them like an envelope with like anthrax in it.
Yeah. No. But everyone at the clubs where I was at the Improv, or Irvine and Oxnard, nobody's wearing masks. It was kind of like, oh, I hate to be out of style, but so I think it's just kind of spreading that way that everyone thinks it's. You don't need a mask anymore. Plus, it's a particular kind of group. Well, one was in Orange County. So they're like, oh, yeah, I went up to LA. And this one guy goes, oh, you're hilarious. And after the show, we love you and all. Because we went up to LA. And I'm not saying it because of that part. I mean, I'm not saying it to brag. I'm just saying, then he said, oh, we were up in LA and people are wearing double masks in their car. I mean, we don't even wear masks. Like, what is that? I saw all these masks everywhere. Well, and I go, don't like my comedy, please. Okay, I got to go.
Yeah. These people that complain about wearing masks, the same people I guarantee you didn't complain when AIDS came out. They didn't complain about wearing condoms.
Yeah, really? Okay. Yeah, no. Hey, that went over real well.
That shut everybody up, Mike.
Just kidding. That was
hey, they can't all be diamonds, I
thought people didn't want to wear condoms, and that's why AIDS was spreading and stuff so much because they were.
I have an opinion on that.
Later.
I'm not going to get
AIDS and monkey pox.
Let's talk about all the. Let's talk about all the viruses.
Monkey AIDS. We're coming.
Oh my God!
All right, what else is funny? What else?
This is killing.
I am speechless.
Should we bring out our show a clip of our special guest? Is it time, or what do you think? What do y'all think, you guys?
What do you guys think? Have we covered everything? Are we ready to go?
We covered everything.
I think we covered everything. Almost, except the horror. I know.
Well, we will end with this last little mass trivia that Marjorie Taylor Greene came out and told people that if you see a child wearing a mask, you should call the police and report them as child abuse.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I called the police and I said, if I see Marjorie Taylor Greene,
if you see Marjorie, arrest her.
And they were just telling her, no, it is not child abuse.
Wouldn't you just love to put a cigarette out on her face? I'm sorry. I just feel strongly about that when I'm emotional. I just would like to.
Does it make you feel stabby?
It makes me feel stabby.
Does it bring out the Bronx in you, or what is it? Where are you from again?
It brings out the palooka.
I'm from the Bronx, but I grew up in Queens.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Brings out the project.
I grew up with Queens too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And you wear it well.
Don't you say that.
I was good editing on the spot.
See, we're talking about miscasting. We got the King of Queens right here.
All right, let's bring on our guests before we really go in the sewer.
All right.
She's still there.
It's a funny sewer.
But we're gonna show
a clip of a funny stand-up clip of my really good friend and very funny comedian. We came up through the trenches, in Los Angeles and all over. But she's my pal that hangs out in the all clubs. We'll do anything we won't do anything for stage time. But if there's stage time, we're out there working on our stuff. Very disciplined and inspiring. I love her. So let's just show a clip of very funny stand-up comedian, my good friend, Roz Browne.
To have a lasting relationship, first you got to practice with a dog. Get a little puppy so you can get used to him following you all around and get on your last damn nerve. He's going to want you to constantly pet him and take him out for walks. And you got to do it. You can't take him back. No, you stuck with the dog. Look at your legs and whining. This is going to get you ready for your mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny.
That was
Very
great.
funny.
Well, let's get her into the big
love-
box. There she is.
Hey.
Oh wait, I gotta
Thanks.
give her intro. She's been on Baskets and Shameless, Curb Your Enthusiasm. We were both on season 11. I was on episode 8. She was on 10. We were high-fiving all the way. And her third solo show she's working on now, In Search of Black People. A nice warm welcome, everybody in the U.S. and all over in this room. Roz Browne.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
That was the longest intro ever. We're out of time, Roz, but thank you for being here.
No.
Come
Well,
on, I
I'll come
didn't
back. I'll come back.
Yeah. And I didn't even cover half her credit. So come on. That was a scaled down version. All right. Hi,
Yeah,
Roz.
Hi, I'm so glad you guys are so funny. I'm so glad. I got tips for you guys. I got tips. In the car, get you one of those air purifiers. They got some that beats COVID, that takes away the virus. Put it in the back seat. So anybody get in the back seat that purifies that bitch.
Oh. Yes.
That's
Just
good.
Lysol them, just spray them.
Yeah,
I usually spray it with Raid, so
Yeah.
I'm fine.
good. Yeah. Give it
Roz,
a buzz. too.
Where can we get those? Can we order them on Amazon?
I'm sure you can. My friend, she has all that. She has a little air purifier around her neck.
Oh yeah. Do they really? Is that for real or that's your
Real, yeah.
okay? For real.
You can get them at roz.com. RozBrowne.com.
You know, if you see somebody and they don't look well, like they look like what you really want to purify them, just set them on fire. That
That's
purifies everything.
On
You might go
fire.
to jail for that.
Don't you like Mike's violence all the time? You go, so I like to put a cigarette butt out in a
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Debbie.
I'm a
Craig,
violent
Craig.
pacifist.
Craig, I have a
He's
technical
an
question.
arsonist.
Yeah.
Why are we so small in these boxes?
Well, it's genetics, John. I
No,
really
I'm
can't
serious.
help you with
I'm
it.
serious. We're half the size of what we normally are.
It's because I put her website in here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. See, it says
Yeah.
www.
See, if I take it out, you get bigger.
Oh, okay. I just thought there was
How's
a
that?
technical problem going on.
No.
What do we like?
Hey,
Hey, Roz, I love that stand up, man. I love the attitude.
Thank
I
you.
know.
I
Yeah.
love the
Oh, me
attitude.
too.
It's
So-
true. It's true. You need to get a dog. to have
I
a
love how
relationship.
so dry and smart. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, you need
Yeah,
to get
you
a dog.
need
Yeah.
Yeah, because people get in relationships not knowing, thinking it's going to be the same as when they were dating. It's not. It's going to change. It changes.
I always had a rule: if you can you got to keep a plant alive for a year, and if you keep the plant alive, then you get a dog or a cat, and you keep that alive for a year, then you can move on to a relationship.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That makes
But-
sense.
And that comes from Mr. Sensitive.
Yeah. Of course.
Hey, I kept the ficus alive for 19 years. All right. It's plastic, but it's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't keep anything alive. Even plastic plants die
Yeah.
on me.
That's funny.
I'm not staying.
That's funny.
We're
So,
So,
out of
Roz,
here.
when are you going to be doing your one-woman show? When is that going to? I want to come see that.
September.
Oh, okay.
September.
You
Yeah,
think you're going
working
to do
on
it at the
September.
Fanatic Salon?
The Fanatic Salon, and I also take it back east because I'm from Boston, so I always
Yeah.
take it back east to my family.
Boston?
Yeah,
And you
Boston.
And
Come
you
to
didn't.
Boston.
You didn't start. Yeah, you don't even have that accent. Is that because you're an
Because I packed
accountant?
the car so much when I came out here, I stopped packing the car.
Oh, okay.
Did you play the Comedy Connection?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Love
I,
that room.
Did you
Yeah.
play Stitches, or did you play Nick's, or?
Knicks. I did play Knicks too, and I did that Boston.
Craig, drop the
Comedy-
website.
Drop the
Oh, drop
website.
Yeah.
Drop
let's-
the
no one can-
website.
No one can see us.
Yeah, I did the comedy festival with Jim Shue back there, and that was fun.
Yeah,
And
you
Jim-
won that comedy festival, didn't you?
Well, popular vote I got because all my family people voted for me in the newspaper.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get a
Nice.
yeah. I got the popular vote because I got like 1 million family cousins out there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So, what were you going to ask me something, Roz, or no?
Oh yeah, when you go to the clubs, do you use those condoms for the microphone?
You know what I do is yeah, no, I don't. But you know
What?
what I do is I do put
Yeah.
hand sanitizer on my hand and I rub it and stuff, and then that kind of gets a laugh,
Yeah,
But
Wait,
it's
wait,
kind of
wait.
gross because they don't sanitize
You
it.
won't get COVID, but you can still get pregnant.
Yeah.
Wait. They have condoms for microphones?
Confused. It's like
Yeah,
there's a condom going on. Like, where does it go now?
What those foam?
Where-
What about those foam
the
covers?
phone
Do
cover.
you use
Where
that,
where
Roz?
are they putting those microphones? Is what I want to know.
Did you ever see a close up when people talk? It's like it's more spit coming out of their mouth onto that
Yeah.
microphone than
True.
it's nasty.
And they
So
don't.
if you have your own foam cover, you just pop that thing on, and then at least
Yeah.
you feel like there's some barrier.
There's
protection.
always
Yeah,
there's an
they do.
awkward. Go ahead, Roz. Go ahead.
It's awkward. It is awkward, right? It's awkward.
Yeah.
Just,
You know what they
And-
should do is they should have a few mics and just change you know.
But they
grab-
don't do it. They
plug,
don't
you know.
care.
That was
They
the way
don't
to
do
go.
it.
That's
They
the problem
don't
is,
do
in
it.
the entertainment industry, the comedian is the bottom rung.
yeah.
No, the magicians are. But
No,
Yeah, well,
no,
no,
What?
John, they're not
The
even
dropbacks
they're not
are.
even on the ladder. What are you talking
mimes
about?
are.
Mimes.
Mimes are.
The
Mimes.
mimes
prop
are-
act. The prop act.
Yeah.
No, prop acts
Well, there's
are,
that
yeah.
old joke. There was a dead mime and a dead snake lying in the road. You know what the difference was?
Skid marks
Yeah.
in front of the
The
snake.
snake was
Snake
on
was
his way
going to a gig.
Yeah.
And also, I haven't gotten COVID all this time. I'm like the last one. What happened to me? How come I didn't get it?
I didn't get it.
Well,
I didn't get it either.
Didn't get it
I
yet?
didn't
Keep
get it either.
staying safe though, because people that didn't get it are getting it now because people are being more careless and people aren't wearing masks. Like I was at the you go to the Comedy Chateau, don't you?
Yeah, I was just there
Yeah.
last week. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they were wearing masks. Well, not Felix, but in Arena was, and people were wearing masks. Now you go in, they're not wearing masks, but it doesn't mean the coat. So yeah, I think we still got to be careful, Roz.
Yeah. People, yeah.
It's a clusterfuck because Los Angeles has confused so many people. I hear it every week. You go, oh no, that's over, right? No, they put it back for transportation and cars. But what if I can go to a restaurant? Yeah, you can go to a restaurant without a mask. Then why can't I go in the car without a mask? I don't know. Just put on a mask. You know, it's getting crazy.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
silly.
I just got home a couple days ago, and I was wearing a mask around my wife, and then I tested last night just to make sure. Well, I mean, I don't want you.
That's true.
You,
It
No,
was
I thought
it was a
joke.
leather
I
mask.
thought
It was a leather mask.
oh, no. and it wasn't a test, and it wasn't. It was a V. It
It
was a
was a
test for
cod
V.
piece.
It was a
or
test for
whatever.
VD, not COVID. But you know, she made a mistake. So.
Roz, you see, I apologize on.
I see.
Huh?
See?
So your wife didn't go with you? Your wife didn't go with you to Florida?
No,
What?
no. So we went separate. She went a couple weeks ago to see her father in New York, and then I went to see my mother in Florida. Old Jews get sent to Florida. Old
Yeah.
Irish people stay in New York.
I got you.
So Roz, when did you come out from now you don't have to say the year, don't say the year. But you
Yeah,
came
because I would give
you
my age away.
yeah, we don't do ages. But
No,
you
we
came out, you didn't come out,
I
but
came
you
out, to do not comedy.
oh,
School, USC, accounting degree.
oh,
And I
okay.
became a CPA.
And see,
Yeah,
and
it was-
so you know how to do comedians' taxes, right? And I
I
should
don't
be
do them though. They're awful people.
Oh.
I did a long time, but then no, I can't take it. I couldn't take it anymore.
I
oh, so
mean,
you-
you can't write off my microphone condoms.
Right. And what the earned income credit, they didn't earn any income.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Just-
don't do it anymore, right? Do you do it?
I just
Like-
do my families because I can't get rid of them.
Oh,
They're
dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got two brothers that are CPAs, and neither one of them will do my taxes, and I don't trust them
Right,
anyway
we
to
know. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. There's people that hate the tax preparer. They hate
Yeah.
doing their taxes down, and they take it out on you.
Yeah.
They come in with an attitude. They come in with
Yeah,
an attitude. I don't want to be here. I'm like, I don't want to be here either.
I know. People look at a tax preparer like you work for the government. Yeah.
Right. I'm like,
This is my
You're
my
the
whole
tax man.
this is my
Yeah.
whole interaction with my tax person. I bring everything over. I make a detailed list of everything. I call her up and I go, "What do I owe?" And she goes, "You'll be okay this year." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, thank God!"
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's
And
you
then there's
just
some
never
people
know.
want to put anything down on their tax return. They want to put anything they could think of and thinking they're gonna get away with it because you sign it. The CPA
Yeah.
signs it. So I will put after my signature, I will put TITS. Stood for this is their shit.
That's funny.
Deal for them.
Do you do that? Is that one of your jokes? I mean, I'm not saying like, hey, but that's
Yeah.
good. I like that. I love
Yeah.
that because everybody
Yeah.
could relate. Roz, you're so cute. You have such a delightful way about you but it's dry and incisive, but you're adorable at the same time. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm recording this. Yes.
Okay, yeah. And remember
So are we.
before COVID, we saw each other we were working out at Palermo's. Remember, like
yeah.
Remember Palermo's? Yeah, they give us food. Yeah. Huh?
I gained so much weight there.
Yeah, I know. We got like all kinds of pasta stuff and everything.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
out.
Tony,
They
that
pay you
guy?
in food.
Yeah.
You were on Shameless.
I was on Shameless. I had a scene with William H. Macy.
Oh, cool.
Very
I did an
nice.
episode of Shameless.
Huh?
love-
Yeah.
I did a
Yeah.
small spot on Shameless too. It's great.
Yeah.
I got to hang out with Emily Rawson, right? Your daughter's friend, John.
Yeah, I went to one of the tapings, and it was really kind of cool. You know, I love her. I mean, she's great.
And then you also did baskets, right? You were.
I did baskets had a couple of days, and I was the president of Baskets College, and I fired Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
And then you were recently, you were in Curb last season. That was great.
Oh, that was so much fun playing with Larry David. You know, because a lot of improv. So you get on set and like just go with it. And
were you surprised? Yeah, were you surprised to see? And he told you that you were great, right? Didn't he tell you that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And were you surprised to see what they edited, or were you happy with what they
I was
edited?
happy with it. Yes, I was happy with it. I had to go in for ADR looping. One of the scenes, but it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Which show was it? I saw the whole season last year.
Nurse. I played a nurse in the hospital. It was,
episode 10.
11 or not 9.
I thought you were 10 because I was 8. Oh, and then you were
8?
Maybe you were 9. Because
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
going the
9.
next week and you called me. How is it?
Anyway, I love the ADR looping, man. That's another day's pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun being on the set with
Yeah. I hope he brings you back. Remember you posted.
so too.
You
Is
posted
he gonna,
like.
is he gonna do another season?
Yes.
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 Did you
That
hear
guy
anything? Have you heard anything yet? Have they started taping?
No, not that I know of. I think they're still working on the script. So yeah, because he's supposed to bring me back too, because they had to cut my scene. So
yeah,
you knew that, right? So
yeah,
He doesn't
but
know
anyway,
it, but he's bringing me back, and I haven't even been on this show.
Exactly.
That's
So
what the
Michael
last
B.
season-
Builder's JB Stabby.
The last season, the whole show was that JB Smooth guy,
Oh
right?
yeah, he's funny.
He was, he was like the whole season.
Was he?
I
the
bet he
last
gets
season?
I bet he gets a spin-off show. I bet he does.
I mean, I really do. I mean, he would seem to be on more than Larry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Seemed less.
he's really funny.
Yeah, I've seen him do stand up. So Roz, so is that what your primary focus is right now, is to be working on your one woman show, your third one?
Yes, and hopefully get more acting gigs. I want to get more acting gigs because I like stand up, but I can be hanging out in the clubs like I used to.
Yeah, like I said, do you want to cover for me okay, go to Carlsbad, $100, 45 minutes on a Friday.
Can you drive to Cleveland for $30?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it was 2 miles away. That's good. I take 5 mile radius from my house.
Yeah, because you don't do those gigs like we were doing, all of running around town, because you worked at the Comedy Store, right? And I worked at the Improv. Yeah, you're a Comedy Store. But remember, we're going all around and seeing each other everywhere. Like
yes.
I mean,
is that guy Jamie still at the Comedy Store?
No, Jamie's from the Laugh Factory.
Oh, Laugh Factory.
Yeah, Laugh
Right,
Factory.
Yeah.
I used to work Laugh Factory and the store.
Masada, what is his last name?
Jamie Masada, yeah.
So Mitzi passed you at the Comedy Store then?
Yes.
Yeah.
My name is on the wall. Hopefully the wall stays.
Yeah, right. That's so great. And they better not bulldoze it down. There's a lot of
They just
history.
had their 50th anniversary.
Did you go to that?
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I like my hair like that. Cute.
I know. Look how cute. Did you used to wear your hair?
That was
Yeah.
dreadlocks. That was
Oh.
dreadlocks.
That's
Yeah.
nice. I like that, Roz.
That was when I was more African.
Oh, okay. Are you? Yeah. So the name of your show is In Search of Black
In
People.
search of black people. Yes.
So what's that about? What's up with
I'm
that?
going back to Africa. It's tracing my roots to Africa. Finding
Mm.
the tribe my family's from and going back to Africa. And it's also about me living in a white neighborhood growing up and looking for black people in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Where'd
Would
you
you
grow up?
say was Boston like a Boston? Oh.
Dorchester. But it was close to Boston.
It's. I mean, I don't know Boston, but that sounds pretty white.
Dorchester.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Where are you from? I'm from Dorchester.
Dorchester.
Yeah.
Gloucester.
And
I went
Boston.
to Hingham High out in Hingham, Massachusetts. I was bused.
Oh, really?
Suburbs,
Oh.
So I had to find black people out there too.
So
It
wait,
was
you
only
were
black
bused.
on the bus, but you know, when I got out there, it was like, where are the black people at?
Oh, I love that title. I love that concept.
I
Where
can-
were you bused to?
Hingham.
But I mean, into a different school or something? Is that
Yeah,
from where you
yes.
were? Was it a
Yeah.
black school or a white school?
No, all white in the suburbs. No,
Oh.
you know, back then the black people didn't live in the suburbs. We were all
Oh.
in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate to that experience. I went to me and my wife. We used to love the rodeo and bullfighting and all that stuff. So we bought tickets. We went to the rodeo, and it was a black rodeo. I mean, it was almost all,
Yeah.
and so it's like I think we were one of like 5 people in thousands of people, just
See?
white.
And you were looking for white
and
people, right?
no, but
Yeah.
not even looking. But it was amazing because it's like I understand the experience because there were like people trying to make us feel comfortable, like don't be nervous, and it's like
Yeah.
I know that probably has happened
Yeah.
to you where it's like you're in a
Yeah.
crowd and people like don't be nervous.
Yeah, I had a similar experience when I got out of college. I went to work in the Bronx at Albert Einstein College of Medicine in the hospital, and it was me and my buddy were the only 2 white people that worked in the entire hospital. And it was hundreds of people. And every time there was a union meeting, they go, get the white guys up front.
Yeah.
See, we had that experience once. Black people have that experience. Some of them have it their whole
I know,
life.
exactly.
Stick out. You definitely stick
Yeah.
out. And my graduation, it was like a class of over 2,000. I think it was 5 black people.
Wow.
Wow.
So I stuck out.
So in a way, is there some benefits or not benefits, or has it kind of has it felt like something you've had to grapple with your whole life?
Well,
Or?
no, back then Boston's school system was the worst school system. I mean,
Ah,
it was bad, so bad. So yeah, I got a better education out there for sure.
yeah, right,
It was a lot better. Yeah.
right. So
we
that
keep
worked out, but you also didn't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. This is a little random thought I just when first time I ever worked Boston, Lenny Clark came up to me and he shook my hand. He goes, Lenny Clark, the only guy you need to know in Boston.
Yeah.
I just thought of that.
I followed Lenny at the Comedy Connection doing a guest spot, and I ate it so big because you know what the guy does. And now we have a guest from New York. That's it.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Following
Ah,
Lenny.
Yeah.
So
I
Lenny
used
said
follow-
that to you.
Yeah, I used to
Okay.
follow Dice at the Comedy Store. That was
Oh,
a hard.
man.
no
I
way.
I opened for him a couple of
Did?
times in some
Yeah.
Wow.
in big venues back in New York. They just talk about fighting for the crowd.
Yeah.
How did you do, Roz, when you would follow? You
I
just
did
had to go.
okay. Usually it was late at night, because he'll stay on forever. So by
Yeah.
the time he gets off, it's maybe 5, max 10 people in the audience, and they're all drunk. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
I had to follow Dice at this mafia club once.
I
And
know.
and it was date night, and they were all there with their wives, and he was Dice, like so disgusting.
Yeah.
And the manager goes, "You don't have to go on if you don't want." I go, "I'll go on." So I went on, and I just went, "Hey, everybody, let's have a round of applause for Dice Clay. Next week is Mother's Day, and we're going to do a special, and Dice is going to be there, so you may want to bring your moms." And they went crazy, and it was like really easy.
Yeah.
He was actually
I mean,
a nice guy. He's actually a
Yeah,
nice
he
guy.
is. Yeah. Working at the Comedy Store though was such a lesson. It was more like a gym for comedians. So you really got to work out. Yeah.
Yeah,
really-
you had to like earn your spot, right? You couldn't just
Yeah.
show up and blow it off.
I'm
or
I'm
just-
gonna need something like that after COVID. It's been so long since I've been on a stage, man. I'm gonna need a comedy gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
yeah. So I like it, and I didn't get this monkey pox. I had chicken pox, so hopefully I won't get monkey pox.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Well, they say that if you were vaccinated for smallpox, you're like 85% protected against.
Yeah, you only get small monkeys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You only get the
You
small
get
monkey
Peter
pox.
Tork.
And
You get Peter Tork.
if you don't tongue kiss monkeys, you probably won't get it. You know?
okay,
Well,
I'm
they
good.
also
I'm
said-
good.
Oh my
They said
God,
the people
yeah.
who are at most risk are are like, since the 80s, a lot of people chose not to get their kids vaccinated for smallpox because
Yeah, that's
those
true.
kids now who are adults are at bigger
That's
risk
true.
now.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Have you seen pictures of it? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
You break out in these big
What?
pimply things that all break
Oh.
open.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
Thanks,
It's
John.
so
Back to the
well, I'm
comedy
telling you, it's so
store.
disgusting. If I ever got monkey pox, I told you I'd rather tell people I have syphilis.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay, Roz, it keeps going down and down. Let's keep
It's
going.
not
We got
down, that's a
AIDS,
medical.
syphilis, gonorrhea,
That's a
stabbing people
medical.
in the face
Not
with a
too
cigarette.
judgmental at all there.
That's a mental fact.
I know. I hear you. I hear you.
A
You're
medical
right.
I like to know
Roz.
facts.
Hey,
I need
Roz.
to know facts.
Roz, these are people that want to talk about people of Walmart, but they want it to be classy.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey Roz, I have a question about the comedy store. I want to know, like, did you make, because you know how there was a lot of women that were there and working
Yeah.
it. So did you all really mostly perform in the belly room? Because they all say like, oh yeah, well Mitzi still kept him up in the belly room and not really on the main stage.
Yeah. And back then, we did.
But
there was a woman, Rachel Lovey. She had a show every
yeah,
Friday,
Rachel S.
all
Lovey.
female,
Yeah.
all female comedy shows, and that's how I got into the comedy store as a regular by working her room upstairs, and then eventually I got downstairs and I got to work out back down.
And did you work the original room or the main room? And did you feel like there was a discrepancy though, even though they said Mitzi really supported women and helped them thrive, whatever? Did you feel there was a discrepancy between male comics and female comics in terms of her, regarding her, how she laid it out, or were you?
No, I think she was more fair than most clubs are.
Yeah. Right.
As far as
But you just weren't up all in the belly room like they say, right? Because
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
So, but the women kind of are hung together. I kind of regret that I didn't
Wait, the
go
women that
there.
are hung aren't women.
The what?
We didn't hang like that. We didn't was
Yeah.
hung like that.
Yeah, we're hung like women.
we
Yeah.
were all females. I mean, okay, you gotta get me in trouble. We know nobody was hanging.
And,
Well,
and you
Oh.
but we did
Yeah.
hang. We did network. We did had a close group of people that we kind of connected with each other.
yeah,
which was
yeah.
good.
And you guys got paid there too, right?
Yeah,
You
we
would get
did,
paid for
yeah.
your spots.
Not much, but yeah,
I know. It's
was
like we
like-
strike, and then it's like,
Well,
okay,
you always
here's
got
$5.
paid at the store. You always got paid at the store, the Laugh Factory. I mean, if,
Not
if you
not
were
before
regular,
the strike. Not before the strike.
what?
right?
I mean,
Oh,
I
you talking about
worked there.
78? Oh, that's a long
Yeah,
time.
78,
Way
and
before my
Leno
time.
crossed the
Not that
line.
old, Jan, sure.
What? No,
Oh well, no, I was.
I'm
So I was
you
working
then.
there in 90. I was working there in like 95, 96, 90,
Me
whatever.
too.
And so
Yeah.
I was getting paid.
I'm
for my
talking about
spot.
the historical strike that was.
Jan
that
worked there
happened.
in the 60s.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I'm just saying, you guys all know about that strike, right? That's
Yeah,
where comics
yeah,
got paid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross, do you know Lou Deck?
Blue Deck. I know the name. What I know.
Lou Deck, Joey Gaynor, Bruce
Yeah.
Baum. They were all
Yes,
there
yes,
at the.
yeah,
at the
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell me stories over and over again about the strike and how, like what you just said, that Jay Leno crossed it and they were hanging out with Letterman and I wish I was there. It's
Well,
Jay-
that
Jay-
HBO show. That HBO show was all about that, wasn't
Jay
it?
Right.
Jay
Yeah.
Showtime.
Jay really needed the money.
Yeah, Jay really need. Yeah, he still needs the money, Jay.
But now he has his own club, right? He has his own comedy and magic club.
Oh, did he buy it? Did he end up buying it?
Isn't that his club? I thought it was his club.
Well, it was
What,
Mike
Flappers?
Levy's club.
No, the comedy and magic club. Is that Jay
Levy.
Leno?
Mike, what? Yeah, and
Hermosa?
I think he helps him out or something, but I'm not. Did he end up buying it? I don't know. But it reopened recently after COVID.
Yeah.
Do you go down there? Do you go there?
No, never.
Roz, we should go. It's like
It's
a
supposed to
really
be a great
fun
room. It's supposed to be a great
Yeah.
room.
Where is it?
Yeah, where is
Comedy
it?
and Magic.
Hermosa Beach.
Yes.
Oh, that's a trek, Mike.
Hey, I thought of a Boston comic and friends. Do you know Joe Unetti?
Yes, I know Joe Unetti.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was before her time.
No,
it's before Roz.
Oh,
wait! I just thought of a Jersey comic. I know. No.
Well, Joe's like in that main group of those Boston guys, but I think he made come after you left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do comedy back then like that. I did a spots back then, but I started my comedy career in LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Roz, did you know a limo driver named Hollywood that worked in Boston?
Oh,
Joe Keller.
See? Hey, Roz.
By the way, as a public service, I know I'm going to get pushback on this. I have a picture of Monkey Pox, so this is so we can all see what it looks like.
All right.
So just strap in.
Wide.
There you go.
Monkey Pox.
That's
Oh my God!
That's cute.
Come
I
on.
like that.
Hey, that's comedy.
Oh, like a little kid, little dogs. Oh, so cute.
I know. Aw.
I waited 5 minutes for that, guys. Come on.
It was worth it.
If you waited 15, the show would have been over.
Would have gone over better.
And it would have gone over the same. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Hey, Roz.
You guys are so much fun. Yes.
I know. Hey, Roz, you have a show tonight, but by the time this show airs, it's already going to be have been tonight. So where's your show tonight? So we can.
Is that the Hollywood Comedy Club? I thought it was the Improv.
Oh yeah.
I've never been there. It's not the Improv.
Where is it?
I saw it was like 5 something.
It could be that room above. Isn't there another room above the Improv?
It's not there because I think that address is 8,000 and this or 7,000.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
should
know.
find out.
They have all kinds of. I know.
You
You should find out where you're going.
Yeah.
You can have
Just show up at every club and run on stage and go, oh, one club.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone have Google Maps? Yeah. Roz, how much time are you doing for that show, do you think?
You know what?
Just like a short.
There's like 9 or 10 all female comedians on the show, and the tickets still going low. So she was like, whoever gets the most people here get the most time. I'm not really up for that. I don't really do that.
You just show up. You're the celebrity. They need you.
Yeah,
they need strong people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
just call them up and I'll tell them to put you on early. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You know, it's weird. I've been out here for a long time. And I know a lot of Los Angeles-based comics, but I don't know. Nobody has told me that they work at the Improv. Is there something going on with that? I mean, I've heard the Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store, Flappers, but nobody talks about working the Improv. Is it like more exclusive or?
They got all the people with the Netflix specials, right, Ross? Go ahead.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
None of us go up there.
All the improvs seem to be around the country right now. They're only hiring people with big draw names. It's not like it used to be.
Well, no, their regular lineup. I mean, not it used to always be. They have to have comics. If there was all headlines, I mean, Overton. I know he used to work there. Well, I used to go hang out at the Improv.
Yeah, it used to be, but I think the one in LA may be different. But all the other ones in the country.
Yeah, because they can't. In LA, the one in LA, they can't have all headline. I mean, it's got to be guys because there's just not that many. One after the other headliners. Famous headliners.
Before the pandemic, they used to have a lot of comedian produced shows where they have I did a show like that. I had a show called The Merry Wives of Comedy. It's a comedy show, and I did it at the Improv. I did the Laugh Factory too, but that club was doing a lot of that.
Yeah,
that comedians were bringing their people and actually produce the show, and then the Improv would make a contract to bring in 3 of their regular people would get spots on that show.
Oh,
so
okay.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
Or not, but that's how they were doing their shows.
Yeah, but now I see since Netflix is so big and Netflix is a joke and all the Netflix specials and all that kind of new, thing of comedy, I see that's who's on those shows, or I think I saw Damon Wayans, maybe Dane Cook, and just all kind of headliners or people that have a lot of followers or they have a special, but people, I don't want to say people like us. Yeah.
Just walk in with a monocle. They'll put you on. Tell them you're Bud Friedman.
Yeah, exactly.
But Well, when I first started doing comedy out here, I took a comedy class with Mark Lano.
Oh my God, you did? How funny.
Yeah.
I know Mark.
Yeah. How did that go? How did that go?
Claudia Lano was
Oh.
sitting sometimes. And
How
I
do
would
I know?
hang-
How do I know that name? Mark
He
Milano.
used to be partners with Bud Friedman.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I know him from
Yeah.
evening at the Improv.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would hang out the Improv all the time and look at all the comedians go up. Damon Wayans was really nice. He would let us. Back then, if you took a class back then with them, if you hung out at the club later that night, you could go up, which was great.
Yeah.
I followed
Yeah.
Damon a couple of times at the Laugh Factory, and he actually gave me a big compliment one time. He goes, "Man, you're really funny." And from him to me, and this was years ago, I was like, "Wow, that's what an incredible compliment from him."
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. So then how did you go from the Improv then to the Comedy Store? And then you had to decide which one, right? You couldn't do both
Well,
clubs.
the comedy store to me, when they made me a regular before the Improv did,
Yeah.
and I just felt more at home there because it was
Yeah.
more like a workout. It was more like a gym, you know.
Yeah.
was
And the
more
Improv, you felt like you had to kill or something, kind of more.
Yeah, it was more, yeah.
Feel like
Yeah.
you're taking a test every time you're on stage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like the Improv.
Right.
You got to do your A stuff every time. You can't work
Yeah.
on any.
Right.
Yeah.
And the comedy store had the 3 rooms, so you could really work all 3 rooms. I mean, if you had it like that, you belly room,
Yeah.
go down to the OR, and then if you had a spot, fortunate enough to
The
get a
big
spot in the
room.
main room, you could get 3
Wow.
shows in the club.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
That was a really good a lot of great comedians came out of that, and with unique voices too, you know.
Yeah,
Like you.
yeah. The comedy store comedians were kind of more rough, more of the bad boys of comedy. I would say.
Yeah.
'Cause they had more, you know, they were able to work out more and spread more. They were able to do more.
Yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
the Improv was more like tight, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You had to be careful what you talked about. Where the comedy store, you just talk about anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
as long-
Improv was like everyone getting ready for the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
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 Exactly. Yeah.
You can have way more fun at the store, man. You could just friggin', you know, and plus you never know who was going to walk in the store. I mean, I remember years ago, you know, Richard Pryor would just walk in, do a spot, you know, you name it. He just would walk in and, you know, of course they're going right on. And
I saw
it's just
Richard
incredible.
I saw Richard Pryor do his whole comedy special there one night. It
Yeah.
was just amazing. It was just amazing.
Wow.
Hey, I have a question. Joe, do you have a question?
Joe knew you were going to ask that.
I know.
Yeah.
We have
No,
to ask
everybody-
Joe.
Every time I come up with questions, someone asks it, so it's okay.
Wait, you got to think of something.
Joe, I like your earrings.
I
Yeah.
asked about Hollywood, the limo driver, which you know him. He was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was quite a character, though. He really was. He had.
Hey Joe, ask her if she's ever worked in New York.
Did you ever work in New York?
I did the View.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Hilarious House. I won the Hilarious Housewives contest. This was way back
Oh,
in
nice.
2001. So I was able to work some of the clubs in New York, and I also did the Toyota Comedy Festival in New York.
Oh, okay.
But I love New York. New York. If I had enough money, I could move to New York and live, or be bi-coastal.
Yeah.
I would do that.
As a
I think
kid,
comedy
did you go
scene
to?
is good.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I think the comedy scene in New York is the best.
Yeah. It might
It
be
is.
better now, but it was kind of male. You know, it was more like all the guys getting up and stuff. Not to be, you know, but like the Cellar and
I
don't
just
want- I
noticed
don't
there
want it to
were
bite me,
there were less. I think there were just less female comics. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it was male dominated because there were just less numbers of women comics that I would see. You know, I mean, I'm not.
Roz. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, it's very funny. It's like, what you guys,
Hey Jan, is my sandwich ready or what? No. Just,
what you LA and Boston
Yeah, that's
people
the
don't know,
reason. Yeah.
that
Yeah. Huh?
like Long Island and New York were like two separate entities.
Absolutely.
Like the New York comics hated the Long Island comics.
And vice
Yeah.
The
versa.
Long Island comics, we couldn't
Like the
stand
Sharks
them.
and the Jets.
And
Yeah.
it was very funny because, and most of the comics from Long Island
We're
did
guys.
better than the ones in the city. I mean,
Who
in
were
that one
guys.
club at the East Side Comedy Club, right? Rosie O'Donnell started there. Eddie Murphy started there. Ray Romano started there.
Where? Richard Dixon?
Yeah, but you know what the
No,
difference
at
was?
Richie's
You know what-
East Side Comedy Club.
You know what
Kevin-
the difference was
Kevin
between,
James started
between the
there.
Long Island and the city guys. In the city, you had you got tourists, you got people, or was people with money. Long Island was mostly working class, so you got the real people. You got better, and that's why the comics were, I think, were way funnier in Long Island.
And I think the main reason was that also the comics in New York, there was a generation of comics before the Long Island comics, and they all fit into that mold of like, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Where
Right.
the Long Island comics didn't have that pressure because everybody just evolved the way they evolved. Like you were saying about
Like
the
the
comedy
Comedy Store.
gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the comedy store. Like you could just evolve the way you wanted to.
I mean, could
So
you see
everybody
Seinfeld
was
coming up in Long Island? Who? All these people. Where?
he
Oh,
worked Long
sorry.
Island a lot actually.
Did
in
he
the
really?
beginning. Yeah, he
Came
did.
from he lived in Massapequa.
Yeah, he's from Massapequa.
But you know what I remember is comics used to come in from like the Improv or Catch, and they would come to East Side and they would bite it
Die.
because they had this esoteric, I don't know, bohemian, just like this low key. And Long Island wants, Long Island audiences want to be hit hard. They don't want to be like lulled
Yeah.
into comedy.
Well, it's
That's
funny
why-
too because years ago I used to work Caroline's on 8th Avenue, which was like the comedy club mecca. It was like 90-seat room, and they'd have people like Pee Wee Herman and Jay Leno and Seinfeld. And I only got the gig there because I was at a cocktail party and realized Caroline and I graduated the same year and knew everybody, the same people. But again, like you said, it was so different. I would do jokes there that were just kind of throwaway jokes in my act on Long Island, and people would go, "That's such a brilliant joke," and it's just like,
Wow.
and it was
Yeah.
like I never even thought of it as like a joke like that. They laughed at things that I didn't,
Yeah.
It was weird. It was totally different.
It was just different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, we have about 5 minutes left, so just
So
letting
take
you guys
it, Roz. Take it.
go, Rod.
Hey,
Go, Roz.
What
Go.
is supposed to go into a song and dance?
Can you dance?
Hello?
Can you dance? Can you
No,
dance a
I'm
bit?
one of the few black people who cannot dance.
What are you doing, John? Asking a black
Roz,
person to
Roz, I have a
dance.
question.
It'll
I have a
be
que-
me and Oprah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I have an important question. I don't know if it's important, but I wanted to ask you because you know how like Mo Better Monday or whatever, all those.
Oh
clubs?
yeah.
Yeah, and I ran into Jay Leno at Flappers, and then he's like, "Hey, I did Mo Better Monday," and it's like everybody was dirty, and he goes, "But you know what? I just went up and did my stuff that I do. You take the audience where you want to take them," and I was like,
Right.
"You're Jay Leno, right?"
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that. But he's
Yeah.
Jay Leno.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jay Leno is the biggest one for giving you advice.
Yeah.
I
know.
used to
But
open for
I
Jay
want
and
to ask. Oh, go
wait,
ahead.
I would open for Jay, and Jay would go to me at the end of my set. He'd go, "Great set. You know the bit you close
Yeah.
with? You should
Yeah.
open with that and throw everything else away.
Oh my god.
Start over.
Okay.
That will make you a stronger comic." And I
Yeah,
go,
great step.
"Yeah, but I won't be working."
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna be on stage for 1 minute. Huh?
But I wanted to ask Roz, I wanted to ask you if did you feel pressure or ever try those rooms or like remember on Pico there's what was that one the you
Oh, mixed
Com-
nuts.
yeah or no was it Mixed Nuts like on Pico by was it called the Urban no huh
By Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle Place.
yeah it wasn't it the You comedy or anyway maybe it's
You're not
Mixed
thinking
Nuts.
of Igby's, are you? Igby's was down
No.
there somewhere.
But I just want to know if you did want to ever try those rooms, or do you feel like you wouldn't fit in, or did you kind of have a experiment with that, or do you stay
Well,
away from it?
I try. I go anywhere where I can that I think I can fit in, and that
Yeah.
comedy. It doesn't matter, black, white, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. You got to be in that 5-mile radius, though.
Yeah, right.
But
And you got to bring your
like,
dog.
Almost like the Mo Better Monday. And
Yeah. Oh,
Sunday.
Chocolate Sunday. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's-
I used to think I had to do that because I'm black.
yeah.
But then I'm like, well, I know the kind of room it is. It's like they're looking for headliners, or they're looking for a specific type of comedy, that urban comedy.
Yeah.
Food stamps. A lot of talk about, dirty comedy, which I don't do particularly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I talk about more, what working people do, everyday people.
Yeah.
They had the nights. They had the
Thoughtful.
nights for the black
That's
comics.
not
For
thoughtful.
the nights for white comics were like missionary position night.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
position. I understand.
Well,
Pleasure.
but yeah, I wanted to know that. So it's great how you've kind of like, you have to find your niche and where you belong and all that
Yeah.
kind of, find your voice and then refine your voice. And you've done an amazing job at that. I just so enjoy
Thank
your
you.
comedy, and I love seeing you every time. I'm like, Roz. So I want to, I know, record. We got the recording, but so I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'd
Let's-
love
Yeah.
you to come back.
Yeah,
I
thank you,
will.
Ross.
Please come back.
Please
Yeah,
come
that
back.
was great. Thank
It
you
was
very
a
much.
pleasure. It was a
Everyone
pleasure.
loved you, and so I think we're
Yeah.
at the
You guys
end
are
of the
great.
hour.
Well, I think
and,
we're gonna take John. We're gonna take that that moment you were talking about, right?
Oh right, Roz, will you stay for the moment of?
Sure.
Okay, for the moment. This is what.
All right. Well,
Okay.
before we do this, let's thank
And
everyone
thanks,
for
Roz.
being on
Thank
the
you,
show.
Roz.
Thank
Yeah.
Roz.
Thank you, Roz.
Thank you, Roz.
Yes, yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Roz. Very funny,
You
great
too.
comic. And so let's have a round of applause for Roz.
Yay,
Let's have a round of applause
Roz!
for
Yay.
Mike.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Let's have a round of applause for Joe Silky,
Joe,
Tella.
no.
Craig
Questions.
Mitchell, Jed
Craig.
Durham. I'm John Fertino, and you can catch us on.
And I'm Mike
the-
Grief.
And my hair's
Mike.
almost done. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, Mike.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
And John
Oh my
Ferentino.
God! Now I'll have a contract out on me.
Yeah, he's gonna stub your face with
Filling
his-
it myself.
So let's have a. You can catch us on the BBBRadio.com, and you can catch us on the Big Bad Broadcast on Facebook. And on behalf of the entire cast of the Big Bad Broadcast, our hearts go out in prayers to the families and victims of Texas and Buffalo tragedies. We're going to be taking up the topic more in depth next week. We just think it's a little too raw right now. So we just have a moment of silence for all those people that lost their lives.